In today's video, I have the 2026 Moto G versus the 2026 Moto G Play. Is it worth it to spend an extra $20 to get the Moto G 2026? Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We have the Moto G 2026 on the left side and the Moto G Play 2026 on the right side. In this video, we're going to be comparing the specifications of both of these devices, and we're going to show you what you get for $20 more with the Moto G 2026. Starting off, both these devices are essentially going to be made out of the same thing. Of course, our backs are going to be made out of a silicone polymer, which is essentially eco leather, and both of them have different designs, but they both feel very similar, very premium, especially for the price tags on both these devices. Very surprising build quality on these. Of course, we're going to have a plastic chassis around this, and both devices are actually going to be equipped with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 for our displays. Both are also 202 grams, so they weigh exactly the same. Both are nano-SIM and eSIM compatible, and of course both have a water repellent design, so no certifications. As far as the display, both devices also are 6.7 inch 120 Hz 1000 nit peak brightness displays. Both devices have a resolution of 720 by 1604, and both have a pixel density of 262 ppi. So as far as the display goes, both these devices are exactly the same. Also, getting into the operating system on these devices, both have Android 16 out of the box, and they get 2 years of operating system updates, and of course 3 years of security patches, and both internally have the same CPUs and GPUs, so we are equipped with the MediaTek Dimensity 6300 in both of these, and we have the same Mali G57 for the GPU, as well as a dedicated microSD card slot to expand storage up to 1 terabyte, so great to see that for the price tag in both of these. The differences come when we get into the storage variant. So in the Moto G Play right here, we have 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and the Moto G 2026, we actually have 128, so we have double the storage that's inside of the Moto G Play. And as far as the cameras, this is where we get into the biggest differences. First and foremost, for the Moto G, we have a dual camera setup. And for that dual camera setup, our main camera is going to have a 50 megapixel wide angle camera, and our secondary is going to be a 2 megapixel macro, again capable of shooting at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Going over to the Moto G Play right here, we do have a single camera, so no dual camera setup right here. For that main camera, we have a 32 megapixel wide angle camera, again capable of recording at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Getting into the front facing cameras as well, going over to the Moto G 2026, we have a 32 megapixel wide angle front facing camera capable of recording up to 1080p at 30 fps. And we have the Moto G Play that only has an 8 megapixel front facing camera. It's still going to be a wide angle camera, so we get that wide angle mode, but we can also shoot at 1080p at 30 frames per second. So we have better front facing and rear facing cameras on the Moto G compared to the Moto G Play, and I will do a full camera review on both these devices later, so definitely stay tuned for that. Another thing about these devices, both are equipped with a 3.5mm headphone jack, and both have stereo speakers on these devices. However, I think that there is much less tin on the Moto G 2026, so these do sound fuller, they sound better. We're going to go ahead and show you that right now, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what these sound like in real world use. Again, let me know in the comment section down below which one you think sounds better. I think the Moto G 2026 sounds a lot fuller, has better bass, and just in general is a better speaker. I should know how to move the mountains. The seasons keep on going, and the river just keep on flowing, and the wind keeps on blowing, and this beat it stays in motion. Lyrics keep on flowing, and this rhythm keeps on going. Yeah, ain't nobody else All right, so moving on, both devices have USB Type-C 2.0. Both devices have a very, very solid fingerprint sensor on the power button, so side-mounted fingerprint sensors on both of these, and both have a 5200 milliamp battery inside of these, so very, very impressive stuff. The last thing, I think the last difference that these devices have, of course, is different colors, but we also have a 30-watt wired charging rate on the Moto G 2026, and on the Moto G Play, we only have an 18-watt wired charging rate, so this has a much quicker charging rate than the Moto G Play. So here are the differences $20 give you. You get 128 gigabytes of internal storage instead of 64, so double the storage of the Moto G Play. We get 30-watt wired charging instead of 18-watt wired charging we get on the Moto G Play. We only have a single main camera on this device, and that's going to be a lower megapixel camera at 32 megapixels compared to a 50 megapixel main camera on here. And this also has a 2 megapixel macro secondary camera on the Moto G compared to there is no secondary camera on the Moto G Play. And of course, for the selfie cameras, we're going to get a 32 megapixel selfie camera on the Moto G 2026 and only an 8 megapixel front-facing camera on the Moto G Play. Not to mention that, in my honest opinion, between both of these speakers, I think the Moto G 2026 does sound better. So let me know in the comment section down below, is $20 more worth it to get the Moto G 2026? I absolutely think so, but let me know what you guys think.